It is time that we talk. As it says, I will never get lip fillers. I don't think there's enough people talking about this, promoting this, and honestly, it's something I feel passionate about. It's something I have a lot of thoughts about, and I feel like I am compelled to make this video. I feel really compelled to talk about this. Not many people talk about the way I think about beauty. Today's beauty standard, it's wrong. It's messed up. Even people who don't get lip filler, it's always, I probably won't get it, but I don't have a problem with it. I have a little bit of a problem with it. I'm all for doing what's good for you. Like, please do you, boo-boo, by all means. It's you, it's your body. Do what you want to be confident. But the fact that, especially heavily in the makeup beauty community, it is so uncommon to see lips that are just naturally thin, no filler, nothing. It is almost never seen amongst, you know, kind of the Instagram beauty, even kind of Instagram model type things. It's a rare thing. We as humans, and just our general nature, you know, the way our brain works is all based off perception. Whatever is predominantly being seen is what is predominantly being accepted. You know, not too long ago, the common beauty standard was very skinny, thin, the stereotypical like supermodel thin look. And now, you know, bigger, curvaceous, small waist, big booties are in style. Bigger lips are such a thing nowadays when no one was even really paying attention to them a few years ago. Yeah, of course, full, nice lips have always been attractive, always been pretty. It wasn't such a thing as it is now. Like, for example, I was even watching Legally Blonde the other day. The movie is from 2001. Makeup style is completely different. The beauty standard was quite different. All the main girls, they're very pretty, very cute. They didn't line their lips. It was very simple, a pink like lip gloss look. No one said anything of it, but now, because we see so much, especially on social media, what we see is what we believe is beautiful. There's just a whole lot of like the filler, Botox culture now. What we predominantly see on Instagram, people spend a lot of freaking time on Instagram. You know, before it was the magazines and stuff that were shaping our perception. Think about how often you would look at a magazine pictures compared to how much you were looking at social media and scrolling through Instagram on a daily freaking basis. Were you spending hours every single day looking through the magazines? And like, think about how much it was a problem then. If you continue to see face-tuned faces and bodies and, you know, plumped up lips, you know, the whole thing, which is the beauty standard these days, you are going to think that's beautiful. And if you continue to see that and expose your mind to it over and over and over every single day for hours, you are going to feel like you are not measuring up, and you are going to feel like you aren't beautiful enough. I have so many freaking comments about my lips on videos I've done. Listen, if you think something about me is ugly, that's fine, but I promise you, you are not going to change my mind about something in my appearance. Like, why are we now finding new things to discriminate against in 2018, 2019, 2017? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we not continually moving forward instead of finding new things to discriminate people against? Finding new things to tell people they're not good enough. We're finding new things, new reasons to not include everyone. I'm sorry, I thought we were trying to move forward and be an all-inclusive world. So like, why are we only continually promoting one beauty standard? Why are we telling people that if they don't like something about themselves to just go ahead and plump it up, get some filler, whatever? Like, why? I don't think fitting in is what makes people beautiful. I've always seen beautiful as the unique characteristics about someone. To me, beauty is so much deeper than that. It's an energy. It's an energy that someone carries amongst themselves, and those unique things about someone that you can't find anywhere else. And that is what is truly, truly beautiful to me. And that comes from within, by digging deeper within your soul and like discovering those things on your own and pulling those things out. I think that's what brings more beauty among someone. Instagram came out like the end of my senior year, I think. I don't think I even had it at all in high school. But I can only imagine with this existing while I was in middle school, while I was in high school, while I was so freaking insecure about everything about myself. I barely knew myself. I didn't have really strong beliefs about myself, what I stood for, what I believed in. I was very impressionable to things in the outside world. Even though I know like now, after gaining so much wisdom and so much soul searching and just growing older, I know that that's not something for me, but I can see how easily, if I was growing up with that being bombarded into my face, I could see how I could have easily wanted bigger lips, wanted to go get the lip filler, might have really honestly considered it, even though it actually isn't my truth. So when I just see one thing being promoted to women, to girls growing up who are still figuring themselves out, who are still figuring out their truth, who are still figuring out their unique beauty, they might make a mistake. Like, I could easily see myself making a mistake and getting something that, as like a temporary void that isn't actually true to me, isn't something that I actually want, isn't something that actually is making me more confident, more empowered. Because to me, if I got lip fillers, I would not feel more empowered. I wouldn't. Don't get me wrong. If I got lip fillers, got some juicy lips, yeah, I would look better. No doubt about it. But so what? Like, if I can't accept the way I look, like, do you think there will ever be an end to it? I'd rather figure out the things I don't like about myself, dig deep, why don't I like them, getting to the core of that, and finding love for myself no matter what. It's really easy to get confused of like acts of self-love and acts that are not of self-love. If it truly is coming from a place of self-love, well, yeah, I guess do it. But for me, I mean, I don't know. Everyone's different, but I don't see how I could possibly be doing that as an act of self-love, just because it would clearly be something that I don't like about myself, and like I'm trying to change about myself, and that I don't like about myself, and therefore I'm sure insecure about myself. So to me, like, try and totally change that, it wouldn't be an act of self-love. Like, to me, self-love is even when things aren't like stereotypical beautiful, like finding that love and that beauty for yourself anyway, and like acceptance. I don't know, that's just me. For example, you can say like, I like false lashes, yes, and makeup, I wash my makeup off, and at the end of the day, every single day, I look at myself in the mirror, my fair face. Keep it 100, I really don't think I look good without makeup at all. I think I look basic as hell. It's just like, so what? You know, like, is that all that matters? I don't have to look good all the time. Like, the fact that us as women can look sexy as hell if we want to sometimes, period, that should be respected, and that should be taken with lots of gratitude, okay? It's so much more than attractiveness. So these are my lips, right? I was born with them. They were like what my parents saw in me when I was born. These are the lips that kiss my parents, kiss anyone that ever loved me. This is the only place that I can smile. This is the only place I can show my laugh. This is the only source through which I can eat food and literally stay alive and drink water. I mean, just think about, like, there's literally nowhere else ever that can sustain you. I mean, right? This is the opening to my mouth where I eat and like source my life, and that is a beautiful thing, you know? So no matter how my lips look, I can do that, and that's what these lips represent, and they represent me, and no one else in the whole world has my exact lips. And I think that's so beyond beautiful that not even explainable. Pretty or fitting the beauty standard is just one small trait of who you are as a whole person. And I don't know about you, but whenever I kind of learn about someone's struggles or things that they've been through, almost in a way I see them as like a more beautiful person just because of like the things that they've been through and shaping of who they are. And again, to me, beauty is like an energy, a feeling that you can give someone, that you give to everyone you meet. I don't know, it's just like at the core of all human beings, our natural human desire is to be accepted. That's what every person wants at the core. It's like, why are we not just accepting each other? Like, everyone has something so beautiful about them, so unique, that they can bring out, and like, there would just be so much more beautiness in the world. Like, why do we not want more beauty in the world? It's like we're trying to cut it off. Like, at the end of the day, if you're looking at my lip and seeing ugliness, like, that's your problem, you know? Like, it's not fun to look at something ugly, you know? But to look at something beautiful gives you a good feeling, right? So like, why are we not looking for more beauty instead of looking for more ugliness? Like, it's just kind of just leaving more hate in your heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you have to look at them. You know, and you think they're ugly. Like, it's really not my problem. And to me, like, what's empowering is having such strong self-belief about who you are, that no one or nothing can change your mind. To me, that goes with everything, not just your looks, but your goals, what you stand for, your beliefs. And that's where I have found my empowerment and confidence, by just digging deeper within myself. It wasn't that long ago that I did look to the outside for validation of myself. Take it from me, like, it will never sustain you. That will never give you true confidence. It can only come from within. And I'm just sharing my experience of what has made me actually feel like a more beautiful person. It's all from just like looking within myself. And I just don't ever see anyone speaking on that regard. I always see it as, if it makes you feel better, then change yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, it's very rare that I see people speaking up about this. And girls growing up, they have to find their own truth. And it's going to be very, very difficult to do it when you only are hearing one type of truth. Like, it's 2019, we have the internet, that to me, we can speak and it can go across the whole world. So now is the time to share your truth, you know what I'm saying? And fearlessly. And this is mine. And I know that there's girls who can relate to this and feel better about it. You know, with media and everything, it's like, you can't really control what you see. You can control what you truly believe about yourself and about the world, and become untouchably connected to that, so that no matter what anyone ever says to you, no matter how many of the one type of beautifulness that you're seeing, it won't matter, because what you believe is so strong that nothing can ever shake that. And again, that for me has just come from like really deep soul searching and just like really connecting with myself on a deeper level. And like by doing that, you find your true passion and what message you want to bring to the world and your purpose. And I believe that everyone has a purpose. It's like connected to within your soul. Like, that's the way I see it. Like, we are souls. We are beautiful beings. We have purposes on this earth. To me, there's no way it's that much wrapped up in something, okay, beautifulness, attractiveness, what that's something that might start aging, going away at a quarter into your life. I mean, the way I always think of it is like, one day we're all gonna be old, grandma and grandpas. No one is gonna think we're attractive, like, just straight up, unless they are like into grandmas, you know. You're gonna be wrinkly, you're just not going to be the beauty standard of attractive, and it's just the way it is, and it's okay. And like, for me, I think of, you know, like grandma age people, so many older women, they have just, you can see like this aura about them, and they still exude beauty, and it's 100% of just like the energy and like their soul, you know what I mean? But when you're so focused on looks being the only representation of beauty, you're gonna completely miss all of that. And it's so much more powerful, and it's so much more meaningful, it's so much more sustainable and everlasting. To me, it's like you're on a beach and you get so caught up looking at the seashells, which yes, are lovely and beautiful, but you're so caught up looking at the seashells that you don't even take the time to look up and see the whole freaking ocean and how beautiful and deep and massive and incredible that is. You're not even seeing the whole picture at all. What I would love is just for people to open up their minds to what beauty is, because in my opinion, in society, it's quite superficial. I would love for everyone to see the beauty within themselves, no matter how they're looking. You know, I think that would bring so much beauty to the world. I want everyone to see their beauty as like a treasure. Someone has to dig deep and like know you to see just how amazing and incredible and involved your beauty is. Only those who are deserving enough should be able to see your beauty, and everyone else really doesn't matter. So enough just trying to fit into one mold, and just be you and shine that bright as hell. Again, like, to me, real beauty is when a woman just has like a beautiful energy about her, and it lasts a lifetime, and it lasts lifetimes on, because of the beautifulness she leaves in the world with her family and generations, and just whatever she does with her purpose. That is a billion jillion times more actually beautiful to me. You know, God forbid, what if something happened that, like, you know, you see all the time women get in like a burn accident or like a car accident or something, and their face has to be completely reconstructed like this. It could be gone one day. And like, who would you be? Who would you be without your looks? You know what I mean? Like, I always kind of thought that. Like, I always want to have like really amazing things about myself that have nothing to do with my looks. And that makes me feel good. I would like more people to think like that. Instead of, oh, well, the trend now is to have big lips. So your lips are ugly. You shouldn't be wearing lipstick. Your lips are small. How does it feel to have no top lip? How does it feel? It feels fucking fine. Because I am beautiful because of who I am. And you are are beautiful because of who you are, and anyone in the whole freaking world who doesn't see that, fuck them.